Good morning, everyone. It is Thursday, September 15th, 2022. This is the Sip Stack on Substack, read by myself, author Ryan Cipriani. This is both the voiceover and podcast version, so for those of you who are listening along at home rather than doing the reading portion of it, kind of like we discussed yesterday, I've now migrated these two to be exactly the same thing. So for those of you who are listening via Spotify, Apple Podcasts, you're hearing the same thing as those of you who are coming through directly through Substack and clicking into the article. So hopefully there will be a little bit more synergy, if you will, to use a corporate term, between the two. Today's edition is entitled 5 Things Every Self-Published Author Needs, Cover Artists, with Eastern lessons on taking action. There is something about September that makes me restless. I feel this urgent need to be doing, going, reaching, striving. Just as much as I love autumn, there is no peace to it. Especially now that the mornings have turned slightly cooler and the wind kind of sings of October's chill, I find I'm drawn to adventure and to action. Sometimes this is a good thing. Sometimes it's just reckless. Morning reflections. Happy Thursday, everyone. Article 1. Cover artists. With copyright and ISBN secured, the next step in your journey towards self-publication should be securing a cover artist. While we often scoff that a book should not be judged by its cover, and really look at older publications that just had a title imprinted on the leather, humans are increasingly a visual species. We judge books by their covers, and a good cover is an invaluable piece of marketing at its heart. Some print services like KDP actually have cover designers built into their systems. And this allows you to get a cover created, often for free, without the additional legwork of tracking down a commissioned artist. These covers, however, will be of lower quality and may not attract the attention that you're looking for. Now, if you're pumping out 99-cent novellas on the Kindle store, you're probably okay going this route. But if you really want to put a book into the marketplace, you need an artist. Now, there are a lot of places to hire artists, and much like any service, you will likely get what you pay for. Commission sites like Fiverr are a fine place to start your search, but I recommend going to art or illustration-specific sites like Hire an Illustrator to find the highest quality artists. You're looking for someone who has the same passion for their art as you do for your book. Good cover artists will have professional standards that you should look out for. They will have clear invoicing methods, give realistic timetables and keep them, and provide progress proofs. They'll usually ask a lot of questions about your vision to make sure that their style matches comfortably to what you're looking for. You want to be equally professional in your responses, time, and expectations. Quick last note. As you near the end of the process with your artist, you want to know some of the important mechanics about the book so that they can create the full wrap. This includes trim size, page count, how large a space is to be left for the barcode imprint, bleed, back cover copy. Now, the good part is most of this can be accomplished through templates that can be downloaded from a lot of direct-to-print services. Article 2, take action. Having now discussed patience and discipline, which are both abstract forms of waiting, let's now talk about taking action. After all, as is my creed, the only way to write is to write. If you want to create art, create it. Lao Tzu is famously cautious about taking action, and his philosophy is actually directly contradicting of taking action. However, he does have some sage wisdom in the space of stepping out into a new journey or adventure. Do the difficult things while they are easy, and the great things while they are small. I liken this to the 5-minute rule. If something will take less than 5 minutes to accomplish, just do it. Don't let it turn into something larger. There are a lot of annoying micro-tasks along the way to becoming a great writer, but don't put them off. Do the work for your art. Sun Tzu has a quote that I love, especially being a somewhat cautious individual. Opportunities multiply as they are seized. What I like about this is it not only applies to pursuing success in an artistic field, but also to the nature of writing itself. Too often, writers only want to write when they feel inspired or motivated. Yet the more you write, the more you will write. When you seize the opportunity to write, no matter how small, you find that your motivation and inspiration multiply on their own. Article 3, Moby Dick. For high schoolers everywhere, the quintessentially really long book is, of course, Moby Dick. I read this book as a challenge to myself much later in life, and I have to say, it's really worth it. First of all, Moby Dick is probably funnier than you realize. Ishmael has a dry, snarky way of approaching the early parts of the story, and his sarcastic, curmudgeonly ways are surprisingly comedic. It's also the great warning on obsession. Ahab's single-mindedness drives him and his crew to absolute doom. There is a deeply meaningful takeaway regarding the dangers of overbearing passion at the expense of all other things. Excellent read. Definitely revisit this one. That's all for today, everyone. Go forward and create good things. Be creative and be excellent to each other. We'll see you tomorrow.